What's up, Clean Cut crew? Welcome back to another episode of Tower of God. Today we are getting into episode 70. So last episode was really surprising. In the last issue we had a flashback of the first episode, or the first issue, where Bam was chasing Rachel to the tower with his awkward machete, and we saw it through Rachel's perspective this time. So it was really interesting to see how she was feeling, and it was surprising to see that she was there on the same floor watching the whole thing play out, but not having any means to stop it. So it kind of gave you a different perspective on Rachel. So if you hadn't had a chance to check that out, I'd highly suggest checking it out, just like I always do, because this is such a good story. But with that being said, let's get into it. 77, let's go. Oh man. Oh, so this was after Bam kind of broke the ball. Headon is watching. Lady Yuri's not there. Evan Edrock's there. Rachel appears. Enter. Did you see everything, miss? The boy went up. That's so cool. It's like a firework. What will you do? This is not fair. I like the colors here. What is not fair? Bam. Bam got help from that girl. He got that weird weapon, but I... You know that's not what's important, don't you, little girl? She looks so surprised, like someone called her shit. Isn't it important to try? At the least? Unlike you, he wasn't afraid to fight that monster. He was quite brave and special, running towards that monster like a hero out of a fairy tale. He was awesome. But you, on the other hand, I don't think you deserve to go up the tower. Rachel has no words, literally no words. Why? Starry Night. Why? Bam. Oh, what? Is she gathering Shinsu? Wait, what is going on here? That boy. Why? Why was Bam chosen? Why? I was the one who wanted to go up the tower. Why was he chosen? Why is that? Why? Why was he chosen? Why? Dude, that had to be something. Was she summoning Shinsu? He's... Bam. Took everything from me. She's crying. Headon steps to the side, looks down at her. Little girl, do you want to make a deal with me? Huh? If you do me a favor, I can make you the heroine of this story. Why do they keep zooming to this? Who is this guy? Alright, let's see. Maxim coffee, okay. Whisk. Rachel's back in the present, I think. Oof, he's making coffee. Rachel's just, I don't know, what is she? I heard it from Mr. Headon, Michelle Light. Aren't you exhausted from the first test? Oh, maybe not. With your new friend from Headon at your side. Oh, shoot. Identity reveal. He's called the Ghost, right? It suits him. Drink before it gets cold, Michelle. Oh, but this? Oh, you don't know how to pour. Tear off one end of it and just pour it in this mug. Oh, the taste differs based on how hard you grab it. It's about the delicate control of the fingers. Yeah, that's right. Isn't it easy? You don't need to worry at all, Michelle. His teammates, his position, and his strength, I'll steal everything from him. Oh man. He was in on it. The coffee is gonna taste super bitter. She grabs the cup, she drinks. So, I'll introduce you to the guide that will lead us. Guide? Yes, they have received the blessing of the tower, so they know all the paths and can even oh my gosh, predict and change the future. She's a guide. I'm your guide. Hua Yun. Finally we got her name. I'll guide you from now on. Oh, what? If she's Rachel's guide, this doesn't make any sense. So how do you feel about walking the path of heroin? I'm just a bit tired. I want to get some sleep. She looks at her in silence. Okay, get some sleep. I think it's so interesting that I think this is the only time we've seen her with two eyes, which is wild. Okay, hold on. She walks out the room. She closes. She's about to open the door. Oh, can I ask you something? Go ahead. Why are you going such lengths to see the stars? Uh-oh. I got a malfunction, guys. What's going? Okay, I got it. Let's see. Such lengths to see the stars. I'm afraid of the night. No way. Bam also means night in Korean. Okay, double meaning here. What? She remains silent. Well, okay. Good night. And she falls asleep in the dark. Oh my gosh, get out of here. She grabs the pillow. Hua Yun grins. So now it's time to meet Bam, who lost his star. Wow, there's a lot of like metaphors in this. Okay, let's see. Writing after post for work I did 2 weeks ago feels strange. Well, I am glad this year passed well. After reading prologue chapters, Headon's Floor, many have asked, why does this comic look so shonen? What about shonen? Is there something wrong about this comic being shonen? Well, Bam being shonen main character in Headon's Floor is intended to some degree because Rachel is someone who cannot be so. I wanted to put them in contrast by showing Rachel watching Bam in epilogue. I'm not sure whether I really succeeded or not. Intentions only can't make a work that is true. Directing is very important and I lack it very much. I am still learning. If Bam is typical main character, Rachel would be anti-main character. Perhaps this comic will be shonen yet not shonen thanks to Rachel. Rachel and Bam's relation is more complex than what is shown. That will be the story that goes on. Extra 2/11/12/30. I handed over last of season 1. Am I dreaming? Nope, you're done with it, man. So that was the end of the issue and it was pretty interesting. I kind of wish I didn't watch the anime just so all these things would come as a huge surprise to me, but there was some things in here that didn't happen in the anime that I really enjoyed and just kind of like learned more about the Tower of God universe. But basically in this issue, there's a lot of things going on. Like they revealed that people were trying to eliminate Bam, just kind of like how some characters were assuming. Basically they just wanted to stop him because he was an irregular, or at least we think that's what it is at this point in time. But one of the things that I thought were interesting is how they showed Hua Yun. I totally probably butchered that name, but the red-headed woman, we saw her with two eyes and learned that she was a guide. I think this information was available in the anime, but I have not gotten around to rewatching it yet, but I will very, very soon. So just some things to point out in this issue that I thought were cool were just kind of like, well, I wouldn't say cool, but basically they kept on talking to Rachel like, you're taking the path of the heroine. I think it's kind of odd that they're saying that over and over again, But one of the other things I think that were odd was that the reason why Rachel wanted to see the stars was because she's so scared of the light. So when she admitted that, I thought it was pretty cool how SIU left a little hint at the bottom of the page saying that night means Bam. So her sentence with that information can be taken a whole bunch of different ways, like, did she want to escape Bam because maybe she felt so suffocated? Did she mean the dark world, like literally the dark world that she was in? But there's a lot of like questions that kind of come up whenever we think about where Bam and Rachel came from, right? So just as we learn more about the tower, I hope we get a lot more information on that, because that is like the one thing I've been thinking about over and over again throughout reading these issues. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'd love to see what you guys thought about them mentioning that she took the path of heroin, and then also that Bam means night. Do you guys think that she is scared of Bam or felt like kind of like suffocated, or do you think she's just trying to escape the old world and wants to see something else? So I also thought it was kind of funny how she said she was scared of the dark or the night, and then she literally like slept in the dark. It's like, why wouldn't you leave your lights on? So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this issue, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.